I really miss this. It's been 4 months since we were all in England for our Christmas and New Year holiday, and it was the best England trip that we've had ever since Fidea and I were married 19 years ago. It was a really meaningful trip because I was so desperate to see my parents. Particularly, I was really desperate to see my mum, who had been suffering with breast cancer in the last few years. She's recovered from it. But you know, there's lots of things that go on after you've had cancer, and making sure it stays away, and there's loads of medications and side effects and everything. So I felt so bad all these years being so far away from my parents, and that's why it was so meaningful to go on this trip to England this time. And we had a great time. It was fantastic. I loved every single moment of the England trip. I think my wife and children loved it as well. We, in addition to being there for my parents, we also wanted to see some snow. And we were so fortunate because it snowed twice while we were there. The first time was on a Sunday morning, and as we looked out the window early in the morning, it was snowing. Didn't really settle very much, but we got to church later that morning and it was snowing and it was nice. But then several days later it snowed for the whole day, for one whole day, and it had settled a bit during the night, so we were able to go out in the front yard and have a snowball fight, build a snowman, and it was so fun, and it was such a wonderful experience, and we loved that so much. And to feel the cold was just awesome. You know, living in Malaysia where it's constantly hot every single day, it gets to you. And so to have the complete opposite in England in December and January was so refreshing. And I felt so completely refreshed and invigorated and alive in the English wintertime with that cold weather. It cleared my nose out. I felt it going in my nostrils, in my head, in my body, and I just felt so good for the whole 3 weeks. It was absolutely awesome. And I miss sitting by the fireplace to keep warm in the house. So yeah, I miss my parents very much. It's funny, isn't it? The people you're closest to, when you're together, it's great, and then when you're apart, it's like you just don't really message very much, or you don't call very much, even though you absolutely love them. But then once you're apart, it just seems, I don't know, it just seems difficult to communicate, doesn't it? And yeah, it's like friends that we've met in KL, and when they've moved on to another country, we've been so close while we're together in KL, and then after they've moved to wherever they've moved to, it's like all communication has just stopped. You know, we love them, we miss them, but the communication has stopped. And so, you know, long distance communication is tough. It's pretty tough. Me and my wife know that. When we were engaged, we were one in England and one in Malaysia for 9 months of engagement, and that was the toughest 9 or 10 months of my life. My goodness. Anyway, that's another story. I miss the food as well. My dad is the master chef, and I miss his cooking. He does a brilliant Sunday roast dinner with roast potatoes, with chicken, carrots, broccoli, as he likes to call it. Yeah, I miss that. He cooked up quite a few of those lovely roast dinners, and that was really nice to sit around the table together and to eat his food, which was so delicious, and to thank him for the great food, to take some of the packets of flavouring back here to Malaysia with us, and we've been able to use that and try and get that little taste of England back here in Malaysia. Yeah. So there's lots of things I miss about England. I miss that almost every day we went out walking, and we would just walk for miles and miles, all wrapped up in our coat and hat and scarf, and we could just walk and walk and walk, and we took these lovely scenic footpaths and went to neighbouring villages and into the city centre, and it was just very joyful just to walk around and to have that cold, fresh air. However, walking around Glenfield at night time was a bit different, because one of those nights it was super chilly, really, really chilly, and we were just shivering and freezing the whole time, and the wind was blowing us back down the street, and wow, it was that was memorable though. It was memorable. We were actually on the way to the church for a Christmas service at the church, which was just beautiful. It was beautiful to be a part of that, to be in England with the English people and the English weather. You know, you have to take everything with it. It's all part of the package. Yeah. And so it's now April in Malaysia. It's 4 months later, and I still think about the England trip. I still miss it. I miss my parents, my family, my brother and his wife April, the good times that we had together, playing games together at home. We had a lovely family photo shoot together as well. Watching black and white movie on Christmas Day, that was so awesome. All of these things, I miss it. I miss it. And I want to go to England again. It's probably not going to be this year. Lauren is busy with her Form 5 exams at the end of this year, so the focus is going to be on her and on that. But definitely the year after. It would be lovely to get on a plane and get back to England again. And I would love to spend more than 3 weeks, but that just seems to be the time we can manage. You know, we've got school responsibilities for our girls here, we've got work responsibilities with our English classes, and so 3 weeks is about the max. You know, we could probably make it a month, I guess, 4 weeks, but yeah. That's life. That's part of being in a long distance family. There's great joys when you meet up and you're together, and then there's the heartaches and the longing when you're back living your own lives wherever it is. So yeah, I'm so glad that I have this iPhone 16 Pro with 256 gigabytes of storage. That was super needed, and I was able to take so many video clips during that England trip. As you've seen here on my channel, I've got like 15 videos documenting that England trip, and they are absolutely brilliant memories, and I love watching those videos, and it just brings everything back to life again. So yeah, there it is. That's just a post because I miss my family and I miss England, and I'm very happy. I'm happy living in Malaysia. I'm happy with my wife and my children. Happy living here, working here, serving in the church here. Everything is great. I just miss my family. I think that's a normal thing. So anyway, that's all I want to share today. Thanks very much for listening. Thank you if you are subscribing to Duncan's Family Channel. This channel has been going for quite a long time. I'm not managing to do as many videos as I used to do, so it's not quite as often. But hopefully when I do post, they will either be meaningful, helpful, or fun. hopefully it'll be one of those three things. And hopefully you enjoy watching it. If you haven't subscribed, I invite you to subscribe. It'd be lovely to have you watch more videos that we make. Please consider giving us a like and a comment, and we will see you again, hopefully very soon, for the next video. Bye everyone.